And like the idea of MYOW, what stands for Make Your Own Wearables, connect makers to connect designers all on one platform and enable collaboration there. My name is Tim, and I co-founded Stilnest, a fine jewelry brand, actually. So we work very much in the fields of design, prototyping, but like we never had like many touch points with wearables before we joined the MYOW project. The MYOW project we joined as a partner for design, product development, and textiles as well. But again, like with a special like twist towards fine jewelry, I would say. And today I want to give like a quick introduction to like the MYOW project, what we have done there. I hope that's like also news to you because like as you just mentioned, there was another partner presenting the MYOW project today. So I quickly want to share my screen and give you some insights here. Perfect. So as you see, there were like multiple partners involved into making this project happen, and we are just close to the very end of this project. With the end of September, we are just closing this research project. I think we achieved some very great results and very like interesting twists to it as well. There were multiple partners involved, including Condat from Berlin and DFKE. Freya Siegel, like an electronic maker for wearables especially, and many more. And together, we try to build like a platform that like solves this issue. Because like the issue that we saw there as a consortium, as a project group, was that the creation of wearables requires different skills on the one hand. So you need like designers, you need textiles, you need software developers, you need like experts for electronics. Right, and you also need like, if you want to develop a wearable, you need different tools to make that happen, and you also need access to different materials. Perhaps you even need access to like other partners in crime to make a wearable happen, especially when it shall leave the prototyping phase. So then you need like manufacturing, for example, or legal support. And like the idea of MYOW, what stands for Make Your Own Wearables, is to democratize this access to more people. To connect makers, to connect designers, electronic makers and programmers, manufacturers, all on one platform, and enable collaboration there to make that happen. This was a project like that was started roughly 3 years ago, and during the last 3 years, we developed a platform with the objective, as I mentioned, to especially develop a web-based service. So the idea was to develop a digital platform that allows collaboration and the creation of like interactive wearables. What you see here is basically the one of the screens, perhaps like one of the more important screens even. It's kind of like the compose screen or the create screen, how we called it, and it allows users to drag and drop sensors and actuators. It allows people to build their own wearable ideas within a drag and drop editor. To test different kind of like functionalities and interaction. But as you can see here also, there's like kind of like two perspectives on each project that you're building. And what besides the create screen, you also have a code screen. So the second screen that you're currently not seeing here is a visual programming screen that allows you to not only kind of like drag and drop your ideas together of your wearable, but like even program the wearable and turn your ideas into action. So our idea of like this platform is that it shall support design thinking and collaboration. So one big problem that we saw with like wearable technology and building it was that like it takes a lot of like physical, like compared to the digital world at least, it takes like a lot of like physical interaction. And we wanted to turn that friction away, and I want to allow like rapid prototyping in a purely digital way. The second thing that we saw, like as we mentioned earlier, is that like we wanted to bring people together to create their wearables together. Because one thing that we realized while doing a lot of user research, meeting people at the varied event, is that like to make a wearable happen, you need different kind of people, you need different kind of skills, right? And I think like one of the ideas of MYOW is to bring these people together. on the platform and to especially empower collaboration between those. The third thing that like especially comes along with the composer and the drag and drop editor, as well as with the visual programming, is that like the platform shall allow also to test ideas and especially to also assess design and functionality, and that fully digital to like, yeah, avoid the friction of the physical space. What you see here is one of the images we actually just received today, and a project that just got finished basically on the MYOW project and on the MYOW platform. So this was a project by a group that applied via a contest on the MYOW platform. So we had this platform developed and we wanted to test it, if it actually works how we intended it. So we ran a contest with multiple groups, and they presented and pitched their ideas on the MYOW platform. They searched there for collaborators and found them there, and built groups for each of their ideas. And in the end of the day, like, there were amazing ideas on the platform presented. One of them is the operator jacket. And so we also decided to bring these people together physically. So after meeting on the platform and after collaborating on the platform itself, they also met in Berlin with like our project team, and they turned their idea and prototype, the digital prototype, as well into a working physical prototype, as you can see here. And that's the operator jacket. The idea of the operator jacket is like kind of like especially interesting, I think, for events and for kind of like operators at kind of like conferences, for example. So everywhere basically where people are needed to guide crowds through interaction with them. This is the idea to make that happen with the operator jacket, or like to have the operator jacket as a support here. And it's like using especially light and movement of arms, etc., to give guidance to big crowds and help them to coordinate them basically. I think that's like an amazing project, and basically, as I learned, it's just ended today or got finished today. So the group, after meeting digitally, met also a couple of times physically in Berlin and developed their working prototype that can get now into the next phase. That's it already. This was like a quick insight into like the MYOW project from my end. I can give some more insights as well, but like I also don't want to take too much time of yours. So yeah, let me know.
Thank you, Tim.
Questions.
Thank you very much.